Hello, my revolutionaries. Hope you're all doing well today. It is the leader of the rideshare revolution, the realest, the funniest, the handsomest, and the beardedest driver on YouTube. And that son is out of control today. This video is going to be about St. Patrick's Day next weekend. I wasn't planning on making a video. This is so annoying. Jesus. I wasn't planning on making a video about this, but one of the group chat members messaged me and he was like, you should just talk about it, you know, talk about, like, you know, advice for drivers and all that stuff. And it's like, well, I'm more or less cover that stuff anyway. But I mean, I'm never in a rush to make a video about something that I truly know nothing about. You know, like I don't think, like, I couldn't even offer that much advice on New Year's Eve because I've only driven for New Year's total hours, maybe like 15 hours on the last 3 New Year's. I mean, that hardly makes me an expert in it. Sorry, that's something super annoying right now. And St. Patrick's Day, out of the, you know, the however months, how many months I've been now, 27 months I've been driving for Uber, I've only driven one St. Patrick's Day. That was last year. So, like, I don't think, like, I can offer you guys the best advice possible, but it's like, is this tried and true and trial and error? No. I mean, but I can't speak on, like, what I remember thinking last year. I knew last year I wanted to start at like 8 a.m. I wanted to be in the city at 8 a.m. And I overslept. I woke up at 8 a.m. I drove the night before, so I think that's why I was a little tired that morning. And it was surging like crazy from like 7:30, I think, because I mean, as soon as I checked the app, it was like a 3x surge in the city. And I was just like, I gotta go. So there was surge from like 8 to 1 nonstop. There was a little bit of downtime from like maybe 1 to 4, and then it started surging again 5 to 6, and that's when I turned the app off. And I went out and I had a couple drinks myself that night. And I'm pretty sure I remember it surging pretty good into the you know, wee morning hours last year for St. Patrick's Day. So the only I mean, the best advice I'm gonna offer this time, and this is why I don't want to do these types of videos, because this is generic advice, which you could probably, I mean, any YouTuber with his own rideshare channel could probably tell you this, but it's I mean, it's gonna be a Saturday. You're gonna have drunks in the car much sooner than what's normal on a Saturday. You're gonna have people out of their minds drunk in your car at like 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock. I saw people passed out last year at midnight, or noon, sorry. I had my first puker. This is the first time I've had a puker at 1 in the afternoon. He didn't puke in the car, but he still puked during the trip. So the only advice I'm gonna give you guys is, if you don't have barf bags, invest in barf bags, just in case. If you want, you can email me for my Amazon link for the barf bags that I have. Here's some good advice. If you have an old fitted sheet, I would suggest maybe like grabbing a fitted sheet and putting it over your your like back seat and then cutting holes for the seatbelts. Just because if someone does get sick and they throw up, they'll throw up on the sheet, and that'll, you know, that'll save you a lengthy cleanup. Yeah, just have patience next week. There's gonna be a lot of traffic in the city. When the city dyes the river, there's probably going to be really, really horrible traffic, like River North and the Loop. So they're probably going to block off a couple streets here and there. So just get ready for it. Plan ahead. If you're driving St. Patrick's Day, honestly, I would say get some. It's not going to be the bar crowd this coming Friday night will not be as crazy as before, because a lot of people are going out Saturday. So yeah, I would say if you're planning on driving on St. Patrick's Day next weekend on Saturday, good advice would be to start as early as you can. Maybe start like at 7 or 7:30 in the morning, and be ready for a very long day. It's going to be a very profitable day, but it's going to be a very long day. And yeah, like always, I mean, I'm getting worse in terms of this. In terms of like canceling rides, I did like 4 cancellations today, because I literally got sent to. I never drive this early on Saturday. Or I don't usually drive this early on Saturdays, as you guys know. I got sent to the Shed Aquarium, Field Museum, and the planetarium like 5 times a day. I had 3 drop-offs at Navy Pier. Everyone was going to like tourist locations today. And I had 2 pickups. I had 1 pickup from the Shed Aquarium after I dropped someone off. Actually, I had 2 pickups from the Shed Aquarium today, and 1 somewhere else in the Loop. And the one by Shed Aquarium, there was nowhere to park by Shed Aquarium. And I'm like, this is something I seriously, you guys don't have to do this, but this is me. If there's nowhere to park, especially if you're by one of the museums or something, or McCormick Place, or if there's nowhere to park, or if you're on Michigan Avenue or State Street, and you don't see a passenger flagging you down, trying to get your attention, here's what you do. Here's what I would do. As soon as you drive past the destination, you go into the app and you cancel that trip, you put ride or no show, and you just get another ping. Simple as that. Don't drive around. Don't circle the block a couple times for a passenger. It's just not. I personally don't think, if you're not ready to go, and if you're not looking for the driver, don't order the Uber. Simple as that. Especially if there's nowhere to park, because that's the fault. That's the fault of the passengers. That's like, I'm not going to risk a ticket for a $7 fare. That's just not how it works. And again, that's going to go double for next weekend, because St. Patrick's Day, there's going to be cops everywhere. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of law enforcement in the streets. Just honestly, I mean, don't break any laws doing this, you know. Especially not for. If it's like a 5-time surge, then yeah. If it's a 5-time surge, yeah, circle the block a couple times. Wait for that passenger. If it's a regular Uber X fare, no, just be like, nope, sorry. Yeah, I think that's all I got on this one. I'm almost home, so I'll show you guys my earnings in a minute. And I know I haven't responded to emails or comments lately. I've been fucking busy. I'm a full-time driver. And I'm the only reason I drove this early today is because I have plans for tonight. I've got one party to go to, and then another party to go to after that. so I cannot drive tonight, obviously. And if I'm not too hungover tomorrow, maybe I'll drive a bit. But I don't know how tonight's gonna go. It's either I'm either gonna get a little bit out of control, or I'll behave myself. I don't know. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I did see one of my comments was talking about they wanted me to they want to know why I'm not going to make a video about the whole Calvin thing, about the irrelevant driver, the irrelevant thin-skinned, you know, that driver, the website driver. It's just not worth making a video about. Sorry, just let me check. My tablet was not charging earlier today, so it was just concerning to me. I think it got too hot. Does that ever happen to you guys? No, whatever. I'll deal with that later. Okay, here's the thing about the whole Calvin situation. I don't know what his problem is. Actually, let me show you my earnings first. Sorry. My brain is so out of whack today. I woke up way earlier than I do on Saturday to drive. And it's just like, I'm so not used to, most of the time, I'm literally not used to being up before like 11 a.m. on a Saturday. Because Saturday is usually like my longest day, where I start like at 5 and I go till like 4 in the morning, or maybe even 6 in the morning. So I'm just not, I felt so out of whack today. I don't even know. Oh yeah, but the whole Calvin thing. So if I make any videos specifically addressing what's happening, it's going to come off as me bullying him. And that is not the case. I never bullied him. I never bullied the referral professor. I never bullied Randy from Uberman. I don't bully channels. When you do things that are coming off as scammy or fraudulent, or you're just trying to line, when you're like, I'll say this before I'll say it again, when you're trying to use your subscribers to line your pockets and you're not offering something that is genuinely useful, that makes me upset. And I will say this on the website driver, the irrelevant driver. He commented on my channel, and he said, as you guys have seen, because I've proven it, he said, "Don't delete these comments, fam." On his last video, I commented, we had a back and forth, and when you can't delete a comment, right, in the comment section. You can hide a comment. I didn't hide any of his comments. But obviously, he came off as a really petty fucking child when he commented on his replies to my comment. So that's why, I mean, I'll say this about the fraud and the liar that Calvin is. You know that nice guy you see when he's sitting behind his computer? That's not the real Calvin. That's a character he's playing, you know, for his audience. He's a nice guy on camera, and then he's a petty and thin-skinned child the other 23 hours and 30 minutes of the day. That's just, and anyone who wants to see those comments, go ahead and email me and I'll show them to you, because I don't got nothing to hide. So I'll just say that, like, if I make a video, it's gonna just look like I'm just firing off at this guy because he hides comments, because it makes him look like, it shows who he really is, and he doesn't want you guys knowing who he really is. So I'm not going to make it seem like I'm bullying him. That's why I'm not gonna make a video surrounding him. Why is my rating not gone up yet? I've been stuck at 4.94 for like a month. All right. This is for the week so far. 13/21 for for 46 hours and 44 minutes. Not bad, right? I was really hoping to make like $1,400 at least this week, because I'm not driving tomorrow, and I probably would have made even, if I drove my normal, if I did my normal Saturday, which is like 5 to 4 a.m., I'd be at like $1,460 after tonight, I think, because I only made $190 on the app today, on Saturday. $180, sorry. Yeah. I did $180 for 7 hours and 56 minutes. Yeah, no, there's no real surge today. I mean, let's see if it's surging right now in the city. Probably, I think it will be, because this is about the time people start like going out for dinner and stuff before they, yeah. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, check that out. That's what it looks like right now in the city. So, if it's surging in the city and in the northern burbs now, that's pretty much a good indicator that it's going to be a really busy night. And that looks what I kind of would have expected for tonight, but unfortunately I have plans. So, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about for this video. This video went way longer than I wanted it to. So yeah, to recap, start early next week for St. Patrick's Day. Fitted sheet on the back seat. Don't break any laws. Get ready for some wild rides. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'll respond to comments and emails maybe tomorrow if I'm feeling okay. It's been a busy week, so I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the rideshare revolution. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.